Hello everyone. Today, I will teach you how to create a mermaid skirt. The key points of this lesson are: how to draw patterns, how to create pleat effects, how to optimize the clothing shape. Let's take a look together. First, we use the rectangle tool. In the 2D viewport, near the avatar's shadow, press and hold the left mouse button to draw rectangular patterns. Check the size compared to the avatar in 3D viewport. Press shortcut A to open the arrange point. Select the patterns and click on the corresponding arrangement point. Adjust the position of the patterns. Use the free sewing tool to sew the seams at the junctio. Press A to hide the arrange point. Use Simulate Accurate. Start the simulation. Adjust the position using the handles. Use shortcut Ctrl-J to freeze it. Next, draw other patterns. Observe the 3D viewport. Use the rectangle tool. Press and hold the left mouse button to draw rectangular patterns. We will divide the entire circle of the skirt into 4 equal parts. So, this is only 1/4 of the skirt. Use Edit Pattern to check the length of this edge. 60 centimeters. 22.7. This width should be modified to 1/4 of its length. Use the Edit Pattern tool. Select this edge. Hold Shift and drag horizontally. We will change the width to about 15 centimeters. The avatar here is a curve. Let's adjust the shape of the patterns. Use the Add Point tool. Observe the relationship between the size of the patterns and the avatar. Add a point at the most protruding part. Use the Edit Pattern tool. Drag the point outward a bit. Use the Edit Curve Point tool. Adjust the segment to a smooth curve. Raise this part slightly. Use the Edit Curve Point tool to adjust this edge. The goal is to make the angle between it and the two edges close to 90 degrees. Next, let's copy the remaining 3 patterns. Use shortcut Ctrl-C to copy, Ctrl-V to paste. Use shortcut Ctrl-C to copy, Ctrl-R to mirror and paste. Repeat the same process. To improve efficiency, let's link the symmetry pattern. Select the symmetry pattern. Right-click. Symmetry pattern with seam. Same operation as before. Select all these patterns. Move them to the side. Press A. Select this patterns. Arrange it to the front. Symmetry pattern are automatically arranged. Select this patterns. Arrange it to the back. Use the free sewing tool. Sew the seams at these junctions. You can see their corresponding relationships in the 3D viewport. Sew the upper and lower patterns together. Use the free sewing tool. Hold Shift to sew continuously or in segments. Check it. Start the simulation. Here, there's some penetration. Drag and pull using the handles. Select all patterns. Set particle distance to 10. Simulate. Penetration issue resolved. Use the handles to adjust the shape. The upper patterns are frozen, so they will only collide and not participate in the simulation. Next, let's create pleat effects. Use the fullness tool. Line. Select 2 edges to expand. Both sides. Enter 20 for expansion amount. 20. Click OK. Repeat the same for the front. Simulate. Use the handles to adjust the shape. You can adjust the shape according to your preference here. This style has a complete patterns in the front. Now, let's merge the front two patterns. Use the Edit Curve Points tool. Select these points. Delete these points. Select these two edges. Right-click. Merge. This way, the front becomes a single piece. Adjust the patterns a bit. Simulate again. Select the edges of these patterns. Open the elastic in the Property Editor. Set the ratio to 75. Enable simulation. Use the handles to adjust the shape. Adjust the pleats according to your preference. Hold right-click to rotate the view. Select the lower patterns and freeze them. Next, let's create the lower part of the skirt. Check the length of this edge. Use the rectangle tool to draw patterns with a width of 30 centimeters. You can set an approximate value for the length. Move the patterns near the avatar to estimate the size. Use the Edit Pattern tool to lengthen it a bit. Hold Shift and drag vertically to the desired length. Move it to the corresponding position in the front. Use Ctrl-C to copy and Ctrl-V to paste. Move it to the back. So these two patterns with the upper pieces. So the side edges as well. Use the 3D viewport to help distinguish the relationships. Simulate. Select the patterns. Set particle distance to 10. Simulate. Penetration issue resolved. Use the fullness tool. Select the two edges to expand. Select both sides. Enter 90 for the expansion amount. The other end is 0. Repeat the same process for the back. Simulate. Now there's serious penetration. Undo with Ctrl-Z. Move the position forward. Same for the back. Use Ctrl-H to strengthen. Simulate. Select. Use Ctrl-H to unstrengthen. Ctrl-J to unfreeze. Simulate. Finally, let's optimize the clothing details. Select these edges. Open Subdivision. Open Extend. Simulate. Pleats become more refined. Select all patterns. Set particle distance to 5. Simulate. Use the handles to shape the pleats. You can adjust freely. Select the upper patterns. Right-click. Freeze. Finally, adjust the shape below. Use the handles to create the desired shape. You can use the pin tool to adjust the shape. Shortcut key W adds fix pin to the mesh. Drag outwards a bit. Spread the shape below. Delete the fix pin. Simulate again. Quickly stop the simulation. This creates a more natural shape. Select the patterns. Right-click to solidify. Set the strength to 30. Use the handles for the shape at the back as well. Use pins and solidify to achieve the desired shape. Patience is needed when adjusting. Unfreeze the upper patterns. Hide the 3D style. Notice that the seam is more apparent here, affecting the appearance. Since we wanted to make the fishtail shape more convenient, we separated and cut it here. Use the edit sewing. Select the places of the seam. Find the normal map. Delete. Now the seam mark disappears. Check the back. This way, the mermaid skirt is complete. You can find a wide range of free materials on our official marketplace. Apply beautiful fabrics to your cloth. That's it, guys, and I hope some of the tips will help your modeling work. If you like what we do, please liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in next video. Goodbye.